Forget the talk show, he should have his own 24-hour channel, Shane TV. For lovers of Warne, about Warne, presented by Warne. There'd certainly be no shortage of content. Now, I like the bloke, the cricketer, the entertainer, and certainly the showman, but it's fair to say the good old social commentator is not a fan, and she's not only ready to open the bowling, but bring it on from both ends. Okay, Ripperita, the floor is yours.
Bold, Shane. That's all I can say. Liz Hurley. It's probably the first time he's batted above his own average, isn't it?
It's a good get. Can we say that before we go any further? Warne, good work, son.
She's not in her prime anymore, we've got to say, though.
It's Liz Hurley.
It's still Liz Hurley. Am I being cynical here, thinking perhaps this has all been staged? His show's ratings are in the toilet.
He's only had 2 goes at it, or 3 goes at it?
And it started off badly and got much, much worse very quickly. His rating, I think, about under 500,000 nationally. To give you an idea, the show, what was the infamous show? Dance Your Arse Off, which lasted 1 week on Channel 9. That was getting approximately twice the viewers.
What, 1 million?
Yeah.
Was it?
So
God, who watched that?
Who'd watch Warne?
No, we'll get to that.
But we're all going to be watching this week because we want to see what he says about Liz. Will Liz be on? Will he be... I think
Liz will be tuned in one way or the other, I'm tipping.
This international sex scandal, I think, is very well timed, and I'm suspicious. That's all I'll say.
That's I hadn't heard that term. It is. It's an international sex scandal. Again, good on you, Warne. I'm proud. He's involved in an international sex scandal. Normally, it's just Warne about Warne with a blow-up toy or a couple of skanks. This is Liz Hurley, I'll say again. He's involved in an international sex scandal.
Liz Hurley's not a skank because she's been in an Austin Powers film and she dated Hugh Grant. She's not a skank.
Am I horny, baby?
I'm putting it out there. She is a skank.
No way.
She's a skank with a bit of cash.
Not Liz Hurley.
If Warnie's a cashed-up bogan, then Liz is a cashed-up skank. That's what she is.
They'll be good for each other then. No, I think it's good. Now, I have to say, this is the second time I've done this recently, which concerns me slightly. I have to bow to your news sense almost. You were right with John Monaghan. For those who don't know, when the John Monaghan scandal, man's best friend and all the rest of it, exploded, that was an international scandal too, wasn't it? Rita was one of the first onto that. She said, have a look at this picture. And I said, yeah, it'll go away.
This is nothing.
It won't be an issue. We won't
Blokes
deal with
and
that.
dogs together happens every day. Yeah.
4 days later, we were on to that one. And you've been telling me about the text messages. I reckon you sent me a text, or the tweets they are. So I think you sent me a text to say, Liz Hurley's texting Warne a month ago.
They were on Twitter, hot and heavy, but I can say it now. Warnie's been bragging to anybody who'll listen about his liaisons with Liz all year. So I'm surprised it's taken this long.
What sort of liaison? That he knows her?
That he knows her intimately.
Oh.
He's been putting that out and about. He's not beyond bragging, and most blokes, he's a bloke. So I'm surprised it's taken this long for the News of the World or whatever the organisation was to actually catch them out, because... they haven't been subtle about it.
Well, wonderful pictures on the News of the World, which we are broadcasting with thanks to skynews.com. Thank you to Sky News, and thank you to News of the World, who continue to do this sort of stuff. And yeah, the pictures are... They're there.
They're titillating.
They've been caught. They've got them, and as you just say, if Warnie's been, suggesting that someone runs with this for a while now, I don't think he'll be denying anything.
What do you think Liz sees in Warne? Is it the bleached teeth, the bleached hair, the weirdly botoxed face?
The showmanship, as I mentioned before, he carries.
Showmanship.
He carries.
Have you seen his show? It is appalling.
We'll get to that. He carries an ambiance. That's not the right term. What does he carry with him?
Well, he's got a certain charisma about him. He is very likeable. When the first episode of Warne came out, I was hesitant to bag it just because he's so likeable and you didn't want to hurt his feelings. But you've got to be honest at some point. It is an appalling program and Warne does an appalling job.
Well, seeing you refuse to let it go, we'll touch on it now quickly. Can I say...
It's back this week.
I didn't love it, I must say, but... and you've got to give Warne a bit of room to move with it. Interviewing celebrities like that, it's easy to be just, kissing their ass the whole time and letting them kiss yours, and that is what occurred. And
that's that occurred.
You laugh at all their jokes. That is the natural way. He'll get better at that, but he's supposed to be produced. So when you cut the interview up, you don't present what was presented on that first one.
That's the whole argument. It was pre-recorded. All the interviews were pre-recorded.
The show was badly produced and looked bad and should get better, and they're starting to do it live. But there were no, I don't think there were any, from memory, novel ideas or unique ideas. Rolling out the 12th Man, Sam Kekovich to close the show. It's happened on 3 or 4 different shows in
Having
Australia.
the token
Street Talk,
chicken,
the token
which we do here, but it's
in
quality when we do it.
Have a bit of a jibber jabber. At least, my token chick has a crack. She doesn't necessarily know what she's saying, but and she's dressed a little bit.
Something.
She's dressed a little bit like she's trying to entice Warne today too. By the way, I must say. And I noted there were no credits at the end, so whoever the producers were didn't even put their name on the end of that.
Would you want to?
I watched the first one while speaking of Warne would be proud of me. Speaking of Twitter, I was on the Warne hashtag, just. The feed just come through. So I watched the whole show.
There.
It was brilliant. Gee, it was funny. They should be writing Warne's lines. The best one was Warne's stolen Michael Parkinson's idea and Farlap's teeth. What is he doing with those choppers? Maybe that's what Liz sees in him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They kind of suit each other because she's got the fake boobs and he's got the fake everything else. The fake teeth, the fake hair, the fake... Oh. Have you seen... How is he waxing his eyebrows? He's getting those sculpted to within an inch of their life.
Now, what does this do to Captain Australia campaign? He's a national hero, Warne. He's a national identity.
Insane.
And he always will be, seemingly, whatever he does, unless it was Joel Monahan-esque. I reckon whatever Warne does, he'll get away with. After a couple of weeks, Warne, good on you, Warne, like I'm doing now, I suppose. Let's just see Liz Hurley again, can we? He's a national hero. He should captain Australia, shouldn't he?
Again?
Yep, why not? Well, he hasn't had a crack at it. He hasn't had a full run at it.
We should just give up in the world of cricket completely. If we're going to bring back some 41-year-old Botox bloke who's off-rooting, fading... Liz Hurley, fading starlets. Come on.
No, you're right. It is interesting that some serious people are taking this seriously. So Warne comes back. Warne comes back to play a couple of tests, and then when the next poker tournament's on, he takes off. So we're back to where we started.
Or if the Pussycat Dolls hit the country, he'll be off again.
We can't save this actually serious. And Ricky Ponting's captain, you're getting a bit serious for no reason at all. Ricky Ponting's captaincy is not the reason we're in the position we are with the Ashes.
It's not helping.
It's the performance of our team, the selection of our team, the preparation of our team. It is interesting, but it goes to the point of how big this bloke is, SK Warne, in this country, that some serious people are suggesting that Warne should come back and lead us out of the mire. Because
we're desperate. We're a sad, desperate nation. We've turned into a nation of whingers. We've taken that from the Poms. We want to win something. They are humiliating us. We're almost as humiliated as Simone Warne. I can't wait for the next New Idea exclusive. He's done it again because despite what they might say, they're living together and they're seen around town all public displays of affection. They have children.
They are parents.
That doesn't mean to have to snog in public.
You on the other, do you want me to go about, do we open up Pandora's box and talk about our parenting now?
If you want to get bitch slapped.
Well, I'm always at functions with my wife, with my children. What about you?
I'm always with my child.
All right, good.
The golden boy.
We won't go there because I don't want to be bitch slapped. This is not about Simone.
And it's a little bit about Simone.
Well, but she knows how it works now. And they're not married, they're not together. It's about Liz Hurley.
They are living together and they are out and about all the time together.
You wouldn't know.
Cuddling and stroking each other.
You wouldn't know. Now, if you want to join in this conversation, a la watching the Warne program on the Warne hashtag and just constantly give us updates, which were very funny, you can do so right here. What is it called? Hashtag. That's it. Hashtag Good Oil TV. So get on Twitter, hashtag Good Oil TV, and Rita and I will be responding to your tweets.
Will we?
Yep, we certainly will. What if Warne sends one in? He's big. He's got 200,000 plus followers. Did you know?
He retweeted my son, my 3-year-old. It was a high point.
See, there you go. You love him when bagging the next. And of course, join in the conversation too via email, particularly your video emails. couchcritic@goodoiltv.com, couchcritic@goodoiltv.com. If it's good enough for our token Sheila to have a say, it's good enough for you. just hit the record button, give us 30 or 40 seconds on Warne, on Rita, whatever you like, and we'll see you soon. Thank you for that, Rita.
I'm just off to McCafe. Apparently it's the hip place to be. I just hang out there with my friends gossiping.
You getting paid for that?
Well, apparently that's what we do. Carrie Bickmore told me so, and that's where I'm going.
Where'd that come from? All the best and bye for now.